Look at how we're winding up for the day. After, we've really scaled new highs, 11,200 this week. Today, just about flat. Clearly, a lot of interest continuing when it comes to Reliance Industries. That's up 4% in today's session. We also had AU Small Finance Bank in news today, and that was up 5%. RBL was back in action, and Mphasis deserves a mention. In fact, we've started to see mid-cap IT also move now, and Mphasis was up 15%. The rest of the IT pack, HCL Tech, Tech Mahindra, Infi, Wipro, all of them back in action today. From some of the other financials, Federal Bank, for instance, let me just run through some of the other banking names as well that perhaps we could look at. Sun, of course, saw a 2% uptick, as was expected, and Rosari Biotech just about stable after that big debut yesterday. Let's take a look at some of the losers, though, and where the pressure was coming in. ICICI, for instance, BPCL, just a cool off. SBI, a couple of these names. Biocon post earnings was down 3-4%. Access was down 3% today. Hindalco, Z is down 5%. Again, focus on earnings there. Yes Bank about 8% lower in trade today. So those are a couple of the pressure points, but also Bharti down just about 1%. Pharma, the other big names, continued to just sit out in today's session. And we saw a couple of housing infra names, some of the smaller names in the broader market that saw decent action. Asian Paints just marginally lower, recovering post a fantastic beat on earnings coming in just before markets closed. So those were the big ones to report today. But other than that, Aisha, what else was on our radar?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's really Reliance which has single-handedly converted the index today and made us close above that 11,100 mark. It continues to power the markets. We've managed to reclaim 11,200 this week. The Sensex powering past 38,000 mark this week. And IT also, as a sector, continues its rally on D Street. CK, closing thoughts and observations that you would, keep in mind for next week?
Well, the week has traded well. Friday has traded well. Week is ending well. So, bulls clearly in control, as it were, as far as the Nifty is concerned. We continue to edge up with great help provided by Reliance, of course. And since that stock doesn't seem to be tiring any, we have to believe that, it will also be in action in continuation in the next week. So we can look forward to more gains. Now, as far as the banks are concerned, I think they're a little bit of a question mark because they are not able to pull their weight together. But IT majors revving up a bit, I think that's a solace for the bulls because now we have something that will chip in additionally. A few of the FMCG majors are also trying to make a comeback. So alongside Reliance, you may have other companions which might, prop up the Nifty some more. And as long as the Nifty remains up, I think positive sentiments will continue to flow into the mid-cap and small-cap area, where the party continues because surfeit of stocks are into good moves and people are happy whenever that happens. And sentiment is the key thing, right? And nothing improves sentiment better than small-cap, mid-cap going up. Large cap running away and staying up doesn't really do the same kind of trick, but it helps by keeping the index higher, and that is what Reliance is doing right now. So even if a large percentage of the market is not trading Reliance, they are quite happy with what it has done for the Nifty, and therefore that is having a kind of reflection or ramification in the areas that matters to them, which is the small and mid cap, because their portfolio values are all going up and nothing brings more cheer than that. So we look forward to more of that in the coming week.